As a calligrapher, today is my favorite day because you finally get to learn 2 letters that you'll be practicing for the rest of your life as a lettering artist to get even spacing. And the letters are N and M. So we've already used an overcurve when we did our H. Remember, we had our undercurve, loop back, slant, overcurve, slant, undercurve. So we've already seen that overcurve, and the overcurve looks exactly like the down curve. The difference is where you start. You start at the baseline for an overcurve and go over the ellipse. On the down curve, you start at the top and you go down. So today we're going to do an N. An N is a bunch of overcurves and slants and one undercurve. So we do overcurve, slant, overcurve, slant, undercurve. That's our N. Our M is overcurve, slant, overcurve, slant, overcurve, slant, undercurve. So the way you make these letters beautiful is every time you do a slant, it's about the same distance apart, and the slants are all parallel. And your overcurves, the more consistent you make them the same shape, the more legible your letters will be, and also pleasing to the eye. So let's connect some letters. How about we start with N, and we'll do overcurve, slant, overcurve, slant, undercurve to an I. So then we say slant, undercurve. To a T, overcurve, slant, overcurve, slant, undercurve, slant, undercurve. How about we put the N after a letter, because this overcurve connected to a different letter might be a little tricky because we've never done that before. So a G, down curve, undercurve, slant, loop back, undercurve, but we're going to turn it into an N. So we undercurve, overcurve, slant, overcurve, slant, and undercurve. Now, when you're learning not elementary school cursive, you spend all kinds of time practicing that. And this is called a compound curve. But they don't teach you this in elementary school, and they don't make you practice that in elementary school. But that's close to what we're doing when we're going from a undercurve to a slant. We're just bouncing back up to an undercurve. Let's connect some M's. How about MI? And MA. I didn't mean to do that. I just thought to myself, ma'am is a word that starts with M-A, M-E. Loop back, slant, undercurve. How do we connect an M after a letter? Let's try O-M. Remember, it's a check stroke for the O. So we do check stroke and then turn it into an undercurve and a slant. I didn't mean to say undercurve. I meant to say overcurve. I better do it one more time. Down curve, undercurve, check stroke to overcurve, slant, overcurve, slant, undercurve. And then an A to an M. So let's write some fun words. How about narrow? Whoop, I started going too fast. Nice. Dance. How about notice? We haven't done an O to a T in a while. Check stroke to an under. How about mom? I'm a mom. And moon. How about we connect an S at the beginning? Smoke. Jump. So when I'm making my M and my N, my overcurves, I want them all to look about the same. I want all of my slants to be parallel so they'd never cross if I ran into them, if I extended their lines. And I want my slants about the same distance apart. So when you grow up to love letters and the way they look, there is one word that you will write over and over again while you're practicing to try and make sure that your slants are about the same distance apart. That's how we get our letter spacing, and that they're all parallel. And the word is minimum. So it's kind of hard to do while I'm talking. And maybe you have to write it out in manuscript first. M-I-N-I-M. So you remember how to spell it. But let's try it. See if you can write minimum. So now you only have 4 more lowercase letters to learn because we've already learned the undercurve, slant undercurve letters. We've learned the undercurve loop back slant letters. We've learned the descender letters. And the down curve letters. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Which letters are we missing? The N and the M. We learned today. Let's see. F and K and R and S. Let's grab those. F and K. Oh, I wasn't on the screen, I'm sorry. And R and S, and then N and M. So you have lots of letters to practice and lots of tips to help your letters become beautiful and legible. So spend some time practicing your letters. And have a happy day. Come back so you can learn that Y. Happy handwriting.